Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna deal with a little bit of, we're gonna talk a little bit about something. Show you how much of a liar this dude is. That's why when you go somewhere, you got to make sure you videotape yourself as well. So we're gonna get into some things here, man. Let's go.
Him. Bang, bang. Yeah. Well, it's King 9 London signing in. Left blessing, love to sa.neter University. You see? You see? Middle finger to all the fools who ain't got the testicular fortitude to walk in the shoes of sa.neter. Never should I never did sa.neter. You never do better. Middle finger to all the fools who ain't got the testicular fortitude to walk in the shoes of sa.neter. You can't do sa.neter. Never do better. Oh dear, some sissy try run at them mouth. Shook keyboard gangsters better run in the house. We're pointing you out. Name and shame, the exposure. Salute sa.neter who keeps his composure for the people. Spend his time running around getting that information worth hundreds of pounds or thousands of dead presidents. Gather around, contribute to the cause and stop being a clown. He's in the hood near you with the cannon to shoot it up. True warrior, his heart don't pump, no fruit punch. Red, black and green for the information on my feet. So don't ever disrespect sa.neter, I beg you please. Humble yourself, give thanks and come in peace. We don't have no love for agents or police. Don't watch Fox News, CNN or BBC. sa.neter Black News 102 is on repeat. Middle finger to all the fools who ain't got the testicular fortitude to walk in the shoes of sa.neter. Never should I never did sa.neter. You'll never do better. Middle finger to all the fools who ain't got the testicular fortitude to walk in the shoes of sa.neter. You can't do sa.neter. Never do better.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. I can't wait till the video drop. This dude, Wack 100, walking around, running around, lying. He really believed that he's gangster. But what Wack showed me to last weekend, he's a paper gangster. He's a fake-ass gangster. Wack is fake gangster. My heart don't pump Kool-Aid. I don't know why niggas ain't tell him that sa.neter ain't the one, brother. Sa.neter's not going to just sit there like a sucker and allow you to do and say what you want to say. And so I'm just coming out with this because I just heard this clip right here on, he go on his little show, his little rant, and this is what he got to say. So let me play what he got to say. This is what made me go live right now.
We're the media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV.
Oh, shit. Called them niggas all kind of bitch ass, told them fuck their religion, violated them, they bitches, and everything that was in the room.
Now, this is Wack 100 explaining to his, let me do this real quick, to his gangsters. This is Wack right here explaining to his gangsters what he did to a college professor, a man that's leading an organization, a shrine. Number one, Jabari is not, we ain't come out there to fight. We ain't come out there we came out there to teach. Number one, Wack 100, we didn't even know Wack was going to be there. He popped up at the last minute, Wack 100. It was more like a setup, but I'm not going to say 607 set us up. I'm not going to go that far and say that. But it could be a possibility, but I ain't going to say that. And, you always got to stay ready. sa.neter is always ready. I'm going to meet your energy. And we on the West Coast. We on the goddamn West Coast, number one. So we are definitely outside of our element, right? Wack already carrying. He's strapped up. Like, nigga, we didn't come there to fight. We came there that we thought was to teach and to have a nice conversation and a build. That's what we came to do. Because if we would have knew that Wack and all of them was going to be there and do all that nigga mess, we wouldn't have been there. I wouldn't have put Jabari in that environment. Because that's not what Jabari's about. What do Jabari look like standing there arguing with you, getting ready to go blow to blow? Jabari is a goddamn college professor in real life. He ain't no nigga like you niggas. We ain't niggas like you niggas. We go there to teach, to educate. That's why when you see in the first day where Jabari is having a conversation with 607, Jabari is teaching. He's teaching. He's not up there looking to fight. What happened was he got the best of you in our round table, and we was teaching, and you got mad because Jabari kicked your ass in front of your girl. Mentally, educationally. See, Wack, one thing about Wack, we all know that he got a big ass mouth and ain't saying nothing. Because if you fact check him, you'll see he's wrong damn near 90% of the time. And Jabari kept telling him, you're wrong, brother, you're wrong. You know how Jabari talk, brother, you're wrong, you're wrong. And he wouldn't let Jabari speak at all. Every time it was Jabari's turn to speak, he would cut him off. And then next thing you know, he tries to do the same thing that, what the brother, who was that? Damn, when they were saying, you're coming to back, let's fight. Don't say that again. Jabari didn't tell the nigga, suck my peanuts. He didn't say, suck my peanuts. He said something that evidently hit a nerve on Wack 100. And Wack was looking for a way to really get out of the situation that he was in. Because he was getting embarrassed by Jabari in front of his woman, getting embarrassed. And so he figured the way, oh, let me turn up, let me do this. And then he just started calling Jabari all kind of bitches, and I'll knock you out, nigga. And what Jabari supposed to do? Come on, be for real. What he supposed to do? Stand up and go back and forth with him like he's a nigga? He ain't no nigga like you. He's not a nigga like you. We didn't go there for confrontation. We went there to educate, to have a build. Let's listen to what the nigga, let's see. But he found out quickly that sa.neter is not Jabari. And when I say that, I'm not talking about I'm a gangster and I'm ready to fight you. No, sa.neter just gonna meet your energy. When you come with that energy, with that rah-rah energy, I'm gonna meet your rah-rah energy. I'm 63 years old. Hell yeah, you can whip my ass. Hell yeah, you can beat me down right now because of where I'm at right now. I'm not 100%, healthy. So, but I'm not no goddamn punk either. And I'm not going to let you say what you want to say to me. That's not going to fly. You're going to have to whip my ass, nigga. I'm not getting in the back of no goddamn car. You ain't driving me no goddamn wheel. You're going to have to do what the hell you got to do to me right there. You ain't going to take me nowhere and torture my ass. You're going to have to do what you got to do. I'm not jumping in no goddamn car. Hey, get in the car, nigga. No, nigga. I'm not going no fucking where. I will run and you would have to gun me down. Ain't no way in hell am I getting in nobody's car. Give a damn what you got pointed at me. Shoot me now. That's where my mindset is at. That's my goddamn mindset. You ain't gonna take me nowhere where you can torture me. Whatever you gonna do to me, in my mind, nigga, I'm already dead. I'm already dead. Shoot me running, motherfucker. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm sa.neter. They ain't tell you? That's sa.neter right there. You gonna have, nigga, the things you do to black people, I was doing that to white people. And when I first came in there, I looked him in his eyes and I see that he was coming at me. For some reason, he was jealous of me, going at me. I looked him in his eyes and I said, nigga, I'm better than you. I'm way better than you. Well, what do you mean? What you talking about? You better than me? Nigga, I'm better than you. I'm a better human being than you. I'm better than you. and sure enough, when the opportunity came for me to say, I told you, I jumped up on the stage and I said, I told you I'm better than you, because he was inviting Jabari for a fight. Jabari ain't gonna fight you, man. Jabari's not gonna go back and forth with you up there on the stage cursing you out, you calling him a B, and then he calling you a bitch, and you saying, I'll knock you out, and then he said, no, you ain't. Jabari ain't gonna do that. He don't come from that cloth. He's an educator. That's what he came out there. And if you think Wack 1000, because that name really fits you now, Wack 1000, if you think that's gangster, nigga, then you a fucking fool. I'm cursing today. Then you got to be the dumbest, foolish gangster that I know to attack a professor and think you gangster. Nigga, where they do that at? That's not gangster, boy. That's not gangster, boy. Gangster is going up to another nigga who's about that street life and doing that. Jabari ain't gonna go back and forth with you. I will, though. I will. But not Jabari. And that's why I jumped in. Because I seen how you was talking to Jabari. And I jumped in, nigga, showing you that it was no fear in my goddamn heart. And I'm on the West Coast. I'm out of my element. But when that spirit jump in me, nigga, I don't give a damn who you are. And you were strapped. And you were strapped. I wasn't strapped. We coming out there to teach and to talk. And your ass up here trying to be a gangster, nigga. Either you gonna be a gangster or you gonna be an educator. Which one is gonna be? So here's what he got to say. He get back home and start bragging about what he did to Jabari and sa.neter like that's gangster. Nigga, you just played yourself.
Nigga, face to face. So, and I told 607, don't edit nothing. Let that shit out raw. The sex play me, I went left.
Went crazy.
I said, you bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna keep violating your bitch ass until.
Look at how he talking to Jabari. You bitch ass nigga, I'm gonna keep on violating you. Nigga, that's not gangster. You a fraud. You a fake paper gangster nigga. You are a fucking fraud, Wack 1000. There was nothing gangster about that. Because Jabari's an educator. He's a professor. He ain't come at you like that. You had to get up out of that shit. And that's the only way you can do that in front of your girl, nigga, was to let me get out of here and look like a man to a professor, to a brother who have a shrine and teaches in a shrine. So let me try to get out of this and look good in front of my girl. You whack, nigga. You got the right name.
You issue an apology. Fuck you, your religion, everything about you. You's a bitch ass nigga. Nigga, I want you to fix your mouth to mention anything about a motherfucking dick to me. I'll break your motherfucking shit. Why were you sitting, you bitch ass nigga? Listen, I'm in this.
He was feeling inferior. He was incompetent. That's what the fuck Wack was. Wack was incompetent, man. And he couldn't deal with the conversation. And the nigga, wait till the video come out. You're going to see it. And he kept cutting Jabari off. He kept cutting Jabari off. And he was being the one disrespectful. He the nigga that was being rude and disrespectful. Not Jabari. And so Jabari said one thing. And then the nigga lost it. He ain't lose his mind right away. He thought about it. Then he said, yeah, this is the opportunity. Let me do the same thing that happened with Corey Holmes. Corey Holcomb and Anton Hayes, whatever the brother name is. He did the same goddamn thing. He seen that action play out and he said, let me do the same thing. I got an opportunity to do the same thing. He plagiarized the shit. If you put both of them together, you'll see how he plagiarized it. Because when all the cameras went off, guess what? Him and Jabari was making love again. And when I say making love, I'm not talking sexually. I'm talking about sweethearting, talking peacefully, calmly, on the side. That's the part you're not fucking telling them. You ain't telling them that. So it was all about the cameras and all about trying to get numbers and all about trying to look tough. But guess what? That shit don't work with me because Jabari, he's a college professor. You don't get no goddamn props from that nigga. Now, if I would have seen you doing that shit to another brother who's about that life, who's in the street with you, then I'll be like, God damn, that nigga Wack ain't no joke, bro. Wack went in on him. But no, you doing that shit to civilians. You doing that to civilians, and then you running around there bragging to your friends. The only one that's gonna think that shit is hot and gangster is dumb niggas. It's dumb, ignorant niggas. That's it. That's all. So you played yourself. Jabari don't lose no points. Jabari, to me, gained more points because he showed who he was. And Jabari wasn't going to apologize. I'm the one that told Jabari to apologize. And he said, what? Apologize? The only reason why I told him to apologize, because Wack was not going to let nobody talk. He kept saying, I'm not going nowhere until you apologize. And we try to move forward. I'm not going nowhere, and you're a bitch, and you're a bitch. He just kept saying it. I'll knock you out. And I said, Jabari, let's apologize so we can move on. So we can just go on and you can continue busting his ass. That's what I said to Jabari, right in front of him. I said, Jabari, apologize so you could go on and bust his ass. Keep busting his ass. And he ain't want that smoke. And every time I tried to go at him, he went away from me. He kept trying to go back and forth with Jabari. He ain't want to smoke with sa.neter. And you're going to see when the goddamn video come out. Because even though he wasn't talking to me, I grabbed the goddamn mic back. And I said, nah, nigga, better still deal with me, nigga. Now you got me now. You've been banging on that whole now I'm here. Let's talk. And the nigga didn't want no smoke with me. He kept going back to Jabari. Because he know Jabari is not about that type of life. You know what I'm saying? He ain't want that fucking smoke. The nigga's lying.
Violating this nigga. We faced nigga up, that nigga. I said, listen, nigga, you know exactly who I am, where I come from, what my roots is, nigga, and you tried it. And now you in this jungle, and now you looking like a little fuck boy, bitch ass nigga. I gotta get the other nigga name. Cap know the other nigga name. The sa.neter nigga. I'm in there. I didn't turn his bitch against him because he didn't slip and said that's his third wife. I said,
He said, I done slipped and said that's my third wife. Everybody knew that Nepal was my third. Everybody knew that. So how the hell I slip? And not one time did you call her a bitch. Not one time. But on this video, you're lying to these niggas talking about you called her a bitch. Not one time did you do that.
being that motherfucker, R&B that violated this bitch, I said, listen, bitch, you are number 3, bitch.
He never said that. He never said, listen, bitch. He never said that. He's a liar. He's a fake-ass gangster because to go at Jabari and then to try to come at me, 63, nigga. You only what? You 50? But you trying to come at me and score points. You ain't getting no points because I was kicking your ass. I was meeting your energy. I was meeting your energy, nigga. You ain't do shit to me. I was meeting you right where you was coming at. You thought you was going to be able to scream on me and I was just going to hide in the corner and shut my mouth. Nah, nigga. So all the lies you done told to them niggas, watch when the video drop. It's supposed to drop today. Watch.
Bitch. You listen to what I'm trying to tell you, a number 3. The only thing you better at her in is jumping in a big ass pair of jeans, bitch. Now this is what we gonna do.
Oh my God.
sa.neter, if you want to, you know, listen. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, listen, I will look, and I done already told myself I'm breaking dude shit. So I'm listen, man.
See, he already came in there with that mentality. He came in there like that. Now, I didn't know the nigga was coming until like about 3 hours earlier. That's when 607 told me, he said, yo, you know, Wack gonna be here. And I'm like, Wack 100? He said, yeah. And I'm like, oh, man, hell, no problem. What I supposed to do? Go back to the hotel, get on the plane and run? Hell no, I'm already there. It's 10 toes down now, baby. It's 10 toes down now. let's go. Now, when he said that, I didn't expect that we was going to be going in just to be banging. I thought we was going in to have a seat at the table and pass the information like y'all do on the regular shows. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga Wack, he tries to turn it into something totally different because he feels incompetent to deal with Jabari. And that's exactly how he felt. Incompetent.
I'm saying and doing everything in the book. That nigga setting that motherfucking seat on mute. And, okay, I apologize, brother. Shut your bitch ass up.
He only apologized because I told him to. And I had to tell him like about 3 or 4 times. Even 607 was like, brother, just apologize so we can move forward. And then Jabari said, all right, I apologize to you. And once he said that, everything was smooth sailing again. That's it. That's all he wanted to do was try to see if he could make somebody apologize. Wack is Wack for real. So you got the right name.
R&B got up, he came over there. She said, I seen already what was going on. And if I didn't come over there and sit in that middle seat, I knew the first thing this nigga tried to say, right or wrong, he was
man, listen. I was busting Wack 100 ass so bad that nigga started talking about my clothes and shit what I'm wearing. That nigga started talking about my clothes. What the fuck? Yo, you got on fake gators. I'm like, what, nigga? You a little kid. You a little boy. This nigga started talking about my gators, fake gators. Came with me to the goddamn gator store. He know they ain't got no, all they had was gators. All they had was gators and lizards and all. That's all they carry where I was at. So I don't know what the hell Wack was talking about. Look, I came in there clean, like I'm always clean. I came in there clean. You know what I'm saying? Red shirt, white pants, red gators. As soon as I came in, he started looking at me like, I used to dress like that. That's what he said to me. I used to dress like that. Gators, and I don't do that now because I'm trying to get the young people. And if the young people see me dressed like that, they ain't going to fuck with me. What? So you saying you can't dress clean? Or the young people? It's not about how you look, brother. It's about your delivery and your information. The hell is you talking about? What are you talking about? So I got on my nice red gators and white pants, and I almost had my red and white hat. My fedora. You know? If I would have worn that really would have fucked him up. That really would have fucked him up. That nigga couldn't go nowhere but start talking about what I'm wearing now. So that's when I knew. I said, yeah, I'm in his head.
Listen, they not gonna like this shit. I'm telling you right now. Whether they see I was right or wrong, dude could have been dead wrong. The way I violated dude, they finna be upset.
So the conscious community finna come attack us, bro.
Niggas, I'm telling you they coming. I'm telling you, nigga.
Ain't no conscious community coming at you, man, because you're ignorant. Ain't nobody even gonna think about that. And once they see it, it's just entertainment. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just entertainment. Hold up for a minute. Let me just keep it going.
Go.
We got to start digging on their ass now.
I'm telling you, they are coming, nigga. I'm telling you. I knew the first thing this nigga tried to say, right or wrong, he was gonna get it. Listen, they not gonna like this shit. I'm telling you right now. Whether they see I was right or wrong, dude could have been dead wrong. The way I violated dude, they finna be upset.
So the conscious community finna come attack us, bro. That's
niggas, I'm telling you they coming. I'm telling you, nigga. Go.
We got to start digging on their ass now.
I'm telling you they are coming, nigga. I'm telling you.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if I would have worn my fedora on this nigga with that red and white and my red gators? Can you imagine? The only reason why I didn't wear it, because it was hot as hell. Can you imagine if I would have came out there with my goddamn fedora, my red and white fedora with my red gaiters and my white shirt, my white pants, huh? That shit would have fucked him up. If he going crazy because he see this, you know? Can you imagine see the red and white shirt? Huh? Can you imagine me coming out there with my shit like this? Huh? Come on, man. Come on, man. That nigga would have really went crazy on me. He would have really went crazy on me. Come on. Listen.
So, Seven, don't edit none of that, nigga. Let all that shit go raw and uncut.
When is dropping what?
I literally
Right.
just did a turnaround to Vegas. I'm back.
Let me tell you something. I'm not no young boy, man. So you know I've been through shit. I've been locked up in Clinton Correctional Facility for 5 years straight, right? As a young man, I've seen so much. One thing that I do know is that real gangsters, they don't talk. They don't do no talking, man. They don't do a lot of talk. I'll do this. I was going to do that. I was going to do this. See, you can mix me with that. Brother, you're not dealing with no young boy. Gangsters don't talk like that. They either do it or they shut the hell up. That's all they do, man. They don't talk. So please don't waste too much of your energy. Someone like Wack. I agree with you, but sometimes you got to straighten stuff out. You know, and he thinks he's exposing me. You're not exposing me, bro. You're not. You expose yourself because you're supposed to be a gangster, a paru. And you went and threatened a goddamn college a professor. Come on.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, that nigga said something about a dick. I say, hold on, nigga. You on the West Coast. We don't do no sex play, nigga, without a...
He ain't say nothing like, suck my egg. None of that. He ain't say that. You was going at him, so he came back and started, you know, Jabari will come with the slick talk or the side talk. And he said, man, you talking, I don't know how he said it, but Jabari said something like, man, you talking like, you know, you scared for me to talk. You sounded like a dude with a little penis or something. I don't know how he said it. You know, something like that. I don't know how he said it. I forgot how he said it, but you're going to hear how he said it. And you're going to see that he didn't mean anything about that with it, what he tried to make it seem. Like, he just needed a way out because he knew he was out of his league at that point. He was damn sure out of his league. 90% of the shit that he was talking about was all wrong. It was inaccurate. It was wrong, man. And the nigga know it. The nigga know it. Let me see something. Let me do this right quick. Watch this. Yeah, let me see. Is it? Let me do this. Hold on. Where we at? Ah, boy, oh boy. Yep. So Wack, man, you whack for doing that. You are really whack for doing that, brother. Let me see if this is. Hold on. I'm trying to give y'all a clipping of something I'm looking for y'all. Cause he played himself. I got the whole shit when him and Jabari was going at it. I got it from the beginning. And y'all gonna see how he looking stupid. How Jabari killing him. And then he needed a way out of that shit. That nigga said, yo, I gotta get out of this. All right, it ain't on that one.
Welcome to.
That's not it.
It's not logical. It's feminine. Because you cannot. Because it's got to be feminine. Because.
Damn, I can never find it when I need it. I gotta look through all this. I got a lot of videos, y'all. I got a lot of goddamn videos. Damn. All right. I got a lot of videos, so can't do that right now. But anyway, let's hear what let's keep listening. We're gonna keep listening.
The choice then. My dick is not getting raised for every woman that walk past.
By your, yeah.
So what is your opinion
By your
on
emotions,
relationships?
Well, what's mean? What is the opinion? Listen, fuck who you want to.
Women.
All right. Let me get this. Here we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. All right, let me take it from here. Let me see. I hope y'all can see it. I hope y'all can hear it. Let me take it from here. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear that?
What happened at the Supreme Court today? Wait. Answer the question. What do you mean? Did you see what happened?
Can y'all hear it, man? Let me know if y'all can hear it so I can continue.
At the Supreme Court, take my seat. I'm born here at the Supreme Court today. He tried to take away birthright citizenship. We're gonna. What you mean, nigga? That ain't what that is. He tried to take away birthright citizenship. Birthright citizenship. This is what he's saying. If for somebody for at one point in time there was with a motherfucking Native American. Did you read? Like you, did you read his filing? People, yes or no? When did you read the? That's a.
All right, let me see. Oh, man, damn. That's not even the one, man. That's not the one either. That's not the one either. Just bear with me for a minute. I got so many videos, y'all. It's crazy. It's the one.
Welcome to the X-Files. I am.
Oh, man. Let me see.
None of the.
I got it. I got it, y'all. Just be patient. I got it. I got it. But just be patient, man. Y'all want to see some shit? I'm going to show it to you. Okay, here we go. Here we go, God damn it. Here we go. Let me get it now. This is on this file. Yes. It's on this file. Can I bring it up here? Do I have enough? Nope. I don't have enough space. So I have to show it from here. Here we go.
You believe that his loudness is trying to compensate for
Can y'all hear that?
I already told him what it was a lack of.
Don't sex play me again. If you sex play me, I'm gonna find your chin attractive. Fuck your God, nigga. Don't sex play me again.
Can y'all hear that?
Brother.
Straight up, nigga. Fuck your God, your religion, and everything.
Can y'all hear that? Let me know. Can we hear it? Let me know. All right. Now, Jabari ain't going on and do all that. He just had to get out of that shit. Look at him.
Don't sex play me again.
Brother.
Nigga, I'm gonna be South Park, nigga. I don't play them sex play games.
Brother.
You gonna be the bitch you is, nigga.
Brother.
Don't sex play me again.
Brother.
I'm telling you in your arm, like a bitch you is.
Now, what Jabari supposed to do at that time? Here's a college professor who he probably went back to school grading papers. He supposed to stand up and be a nigga like him and act like him? No. You're not going to get that from a priest. He trying to save lives, not take lives. Look at him. And so I'm on the side, and I'm getting upset that he would even try that.
Don't sex play me,
We're going to
nigga.
make sure to respect everyone.
I didn't say it, nigga. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, all you gotta do is try me, and I'm gonna find your chin and chocolate and knock your bitch ass out.
This is what
Don't sex play me, nigga.
See, Jabari is not scared or intimidated at all. Jabari trying to talk to him as a brother.
Fuck your God and your religion.
But he acting like a nigga. He want to be a gangster so bad, he think it's gangster to talk like that to a professor. Look at him. He knows Jabari's not a gangster or a gang member or a blood or a crip. But he claimed to be Paru. This is how y'all do? This is what y'all do?
Where I come from, we don't play like that. Nigga, be South Paru, nigga, and you gonna respect that. You bitch ass nigga. Now,
Man, you're not even mad. You is a front. Because when the cameras went off, y'all made love. Y'all niggas, you made fucking love. Talking to him. Sweet. Talking. Brother, don't let this fool y'all, man.
keep going. It's all you got to do is try it. Brother. I guarantee you, I'll knock your bitch ass out.
Told you I was better than you.
Don't sex make me again, nigga. Don't sex make me again.
See, now you hear me coming in now. Told you I was better than you because I told that nigga when I walked in the door. I said, I'm better than you. And now, later on, I'm ready to throw it in his face now. Told you I'm better than you, nigga.
I told you don't sex play me again. I told you you've been manipulating your life. I told you I was better than you. You ain't nothing but a motherfucking thug, man. That's what you gonna do. You ain't nothing but a thug. That's all you are. I'm a man first. Yeah. She's still a fucking thug. Always been a thug, man. You ain't never be nothing else about me but thug. Your brain can't take it. You can't even take on no niggas out of that motherfucking mouth. Say right when he checked your ass. He ain't checked real. He got checked. You fucking crying. He just got checked. You want to fight now. He got.
So where did he punk me? Where did he did all that shit that he talking to his niggas at? See, when your boys really see what really happened, nigga, I'm the one that jumped in your face. I'm the one that jumped in. You didn't come at me. I came at you first. So where did he punk sa.neter? That'll never happen.
Now you want to fight and do sex, baby? I'm gonna do you in. I don't deal with that bullshit. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with that.
Take it down.
Nigga, we don't fight no sex right nigga around here. With a kid around here. You gonna sex right me as a man? What my wife? You's a bitch for you. I don't that shit.
I don't even one moment. No one is gonna sex like you don't even know what's gonna do.
See, the brother with the V's on, he kept on fucking my flow up, man. Like, dude, back up, bro. Back up. Stop touching me. Go over there to Wack and tell him to calm down, bro.
Gangster.
Hold on.
That's what you were saying, though, bro. You don't
Disconnected. Wack, no.
I don't talk bitch to me.
Okay, so there will be no more talk about that. So hold on.
Nigga.
Just so that way we can continue.
And let me remind you.
In a clear fashion.
You ain't on these folks, nigga. We don't use that terminology out here. We don't use it a lot. Suck my dick, Frank. I never involved in my shit. We don't do that out here because I'm not gay. I never tell him that. So you agree? Shit, you agree?
Can we set up for one moment?
I never do that.
Correct. We're in agreement.
Tell them nigga that's some gay shit.
We're in agreement. That
Represent Dixie shit.
that's not going to continue any more in the conversation.
You a real nigga?
Brother.
I'm not gonna tell you. I told you I was better than you.
Brother.
I said do that.
If we
so
could-
what? You might have more money than me, but I'm a better man than you, nigga. How you feel that? Because I taught millions about. Let me tell you why you ain't better. I taught millions of black people about black knowledge, nigga. Let me tell you why you ain't better than me. I taught babies, nigga. Let me tell you why I don't care. I can stand on the street on 125th Street and kids will walk by. Hold on, people walk by. You know what they're saying? Let me tell you why you ain't better than me. You know what they're saying to me? Let me tell you why you ain't better than me.
Yes,
You know why? You know what they gonna say? You just dying white. You know what they fucking see you? They can't.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
Everybody got better than me. Everybody got
But sometimes when we get to the line, things could go
when kids walk, when brothers walk by me, you know what the fuck they say? I watched you growing up. You a motherfucking legend. You know what they say about you? Damn, you was a killer, nigga. You killed a lot of black niggas out there. Damn, you banged out. Damn, you banged out. Who told you about that? Brother, I've been listening and following.
What I would call a hood bitch to come into my presence and to insult me. And if I stoop down to that level, right? So you want to say that you're better than him and you want to say, okay, and I understand people think that their intellect makes them better. Or I've done this and I've done that.
It's
Give him time. Put him on time. Put him on timer.
You get on my work?
Nah.
No, I mean, I know.
Give him time. Give everybody 2 minutes.
Say something else.
But I'm so
So yeah, as y'all can see, man, he ain't punked me. So don't let these niggas try to lie to you and say that he punked my ass. That nigga ain't punked me. And he didn't punk Jabari. He didn't punk Jabari. I didn't expect Jabari to stand up and go to war with him. And anybody who thought that was going to happen, then you the fucking fool. You the dummy. Jabari is a goddamn, he went there for one purpose, and that was to educate. And I went there for one purpose, and that was to give information and educate. That was it. All that other stuff, we didn't even know that he was going to be there. We didn't know that. I told Jabari the last minute when I found out. I was like, yo, Wack supposed to be at the house too. Because I was told like about 3 hours before he came. So anybody could feel like, goddamn, we got set up. Because we was, I'm not going to say that to 607 like he set me up. I would never accuse that man of that. But we went there to be on the table where we could be across from each other, one-on-one, Jabari and 607, or we at the table like, they do. That's how it is. But for Wack to come and do that and mess up the whole goddamn video because he feels incompetent, that's on him. So you let them niggas tell you Oh man, yeah, he bitch sa.neter. He punk. Look at the title of this. Look at the title of this video. Look at the title. Wack 100 Wack 100. He violated sa.neter. Look at what he said. He violated sa.neter. See that? On 607 Up Show. Him and his guests. He really think that that's gangster, y'all. He really think that that was gangster. Did y'all, hold up, Jabari. Hold up. I didn't see that. I didn't see that part, Jabari. Did y'all hear what 607 said? He said Wack was only making content. Obviously, he was correct. Once the cameras went off, he was very coordinated. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. But I took it serious. I just didn't like the way he was doing that to Jabari. We go all the way out there to really teach. And you know what's sad about it? There were young brothers around listening. We wasn't see, I didn't see them because they didn't pan around the room. It was a nice big house. And there were young men. Even a young brother got up there, 20-something years old, and he was a little upset. And he said it. He said, yo, man, damn, it's bad that we gotta. He came there to get educated. He came there to get information. It was a few young brothers, I would say 5 or 6 of them. And none of them was cheering Wack on. They was really, to me, disappointed. They were disappointed that he would act like such a nigga. And I'm saying nigga with the ER at the end of it. Damn, that was sad, man. That was crazy. I got time to drop the link for a minute. I got time to drop the link. See if you want to come in and talk about it. But ain't no way in hell I'm crossing that goddamn line, nigga. You will not get me the way Captain got polite. And I'm in your hood. Yeah, now, nigga, I got the props, nigga. I can say that. And I'm on the West Coast. And you got heat. You carrying heat. All I got is my heart. That's all I'm carrying is my heart, nigga. So who came out on top? Jabari, sa.neter. You the one that looked like a fool to the educated people out there. See, yeah, you'll look like you did something to the gang members, but to real gang members, they're gonna say, nigga, you don't score points off a goddamn college professor. He got to go to school the next day. What he gonna tell his students? What he gonna tell his boss what he was doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. If I was scared, I wouldn't have never jumped in. I would have stayed back or just went somewhere, act like I had to go to the bathroom or something, nigga. The hell is you talking about? Sa.neter scared. You can either do 2 things to sa.neter. Kill me or let me go. Or leave me the fuck alone. That's the way my mind is. Kill me or leave me alone. I'm not getting in the backseat of nobody's car. You're gonna have to kill me right there. Kill me running, nigga. Shoot me running. You're not gonna torture me. Because I came out there with good intentions. What's going on, my brother? I'm in Rob McCarthy. What's happening?
What's up? I'm glad. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. What's up? I say, how you doing too, brother? It's good to see you back, man. Y'all back. You did your thing, man. And this clip right here is just exposed Wack's wolf tickets. This ain't 100 or 100 Wack wolf tickets. Exactly what he did, man. That's and if anybody clip what you just showed, all of that stuff he was talking, that's getting ready to discuss all that, because you stood up right to him and told him about himself, and now he want to start explaining shit. Oh, excuse me, he want to start explaining stuff once you got on his behind. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So and then Jabari handled that rail too, because I believe Jabari would have hit him with that damn if he came any closer.
But
you know what I'm saying? But
Jabari
did it the right way.
On one intention, it was to defend himself if he would come at him. Of course,
it
he would have
came
to
out.
defend himself, but all the way through, Jabari is trying to calm the brother down.
Yeah, and that's what the young brothers.
See, look, Jabari don't give a damn about what you call him. You can say whatever you want. Jabari is still calling you his brother. He's trying to calm you down, let you know, dude, I didn't come here to fight or to be violent towards you or to disrespect you. The only reason why Jabari apologized was because I asked him to like 3 or 4 times. Jabari ain't had no reason to apologize.
That was an excellent example. That was an excellent.
He was being disrespectful from the very beginning. Before the cameras came on, he was coming at me. And you know why he thought he could do that? Because I was trying to ignore him. I said, brother, I'm not up here for that. And all he wanted to do was talk about my wife. We wanted to talk about my wives on camera. I said, brother, I'm not up here for you to talk about my wives. People do that shit all the time on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up here for you to talk about my wife.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted.
Well, Jabari, I want to say, Jabari, brother, you handle that like young men should handle.
Right. Exactly.
Tension. When something like that happened, be the one. The bigger man is the one who can bring it down. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying his best to bring it down. The brother just kept trying, like you said, trying to get content. But the bigger man would have been like, you know what? Exactly what he was doing. Not calling him out his name, trying to keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, you had enough of it and said what you had to say. And that shut him up. So this clip right here, if he's supposed to be such a hardcore gangster, this clip alone shows the worthlessness of his Wack 100 wolf tickets. That's all I got to say.
Thanks. What's going on, Ashe?
Peace, sa.neter. Peace, I'm in Ron McCarthy. Wack 100 is a media plant. We're talking about a man 50 plus years old, probably. Ain't been in no real street stuff in probably since he was a young man. But he's the representation. More people know Wack 100, unfortunately, than they know Jabari Osase.
Right.
So, and you got brothers who really came under this banner of blood, which is brotherly love, overriding oppression, distress in society. What part of that was blood? What part of that was blood? So when they look at this plant, this clown, this coward, this child, when they look at him, they think in their mind, unfortunately, that this is the big homie.
Right.
And that's how the big homie act. So I should act like him. And I want everybody to know, PSA, that's not blood. That's not the case. That's trash. That's a child. That's an industry plant. He's a product of the European. Like you said, Si, that was the most realest thing I think you ever said. You said, man, I save lives. When they talk about you, you're a killer. And yeah, he might not be out there banging the strap personally. Of course he's not.
Because he got behavior,
when they look at that.
Yo, he got people to do it for him. He said it to me on the phone last night. They called me. He called me last night. And he said, yeah, Si, you know, I kept my heat on me. And, you know, I could have sent a lot of niggas at you. That's what he said to me. And I'm like, see, you may not personally did it because you got goofies, nigga. You got fucking goofies to do your dirty work. Dumb niggas.
And it's just sad looking at that as a representation because people really think that that's what the original culture and all those things was about when they put them together, and it's just not. He's a representation of what the European has turned our inside esoteric cultures, which have been labeled as glam culture. He's an example of how that has been infiltrated and destroyed.
Right.
So now instead of representing, I'm gonna say one more time for those who didn't catch it. Instead of representing brotherly love,
right,
override oppression, distress in society, he was up there trying to destroy his own brother.
He was up there trying to destroy me from the beginning. Not only me, but even Nepal. He was trying to go in on us. But what? I'm like, what the fuck? Why do you sound jealous? That nigga sound fucking jealous of me, bro. And then Unc reminded me. Unc said, Saw, you forgot when you and Wack was on the show? I honestly forgot. He said how you was going at him and all that. Yeah, but I never told him to suck my ass. I always met his energy. Right. Whenever he came at me, thuggish and hard, I came right back at him with the consciousness, loud and boastful. You know, I'll knock you out, nigga. I ain't do none of that. I was coming at him with the information, but I was loud with it because I was I was going back with him.
So when you told him that you was better than him and he realized, I think that hurt his heart.
Yeah, it did.
That hurt his heart.
It did hurt him. How you better than me? How are you better than me?
That hurt him right there. That hurt him right there. And I don't want him to hurt.
Man, you was to go on the street, on 125th Street. I said, people will walk by me and say, because they do it all the time, yo, I used to watch you growing up, Saw. You a legend in these streets. I watched you growing up. I said, you know what they'll say about you? They'll walk by and say, nigga, you killed niggas. You a gangbanger. That's what they'll say about you. With me, it's totally different. I put crackers on their knees, nigga. I was having a white man bowing down to me, nigga. But you want black people to bow down to you. That's not gangster, boy. See, I could have brought that out too.
And so before I go, let me just let you know my uncle said, tell you what's up. He's here from Chicago. He 82 years old, black power to the fullest. And he heard you on the thing yesterday. I was letting him hear. He said he want to be involved with your station so he can get I told him how to subscribe. But he told me to tell you hello, man.
Thank you, man. Tell him peace, man. That's what's up. All right. Meta, what up, man? Meta Williams. Meta Williams, unmute yourself. What's happening?
Hi. How you doing, man?
I'm good. What's up, Meta?
Man, you handled that very well.
Thank you.
You know,
see, I'm the fire. Jabari can't behave like me. Jabari cannot behave like me. He got a lot that he can lose, man. He's an educator. He's a professor.
It's a Kodak moment for that dude, man.
Yeah, man.
Everything come out his mouth is for clips and clickbait and try to set somebody up, you know, for like that I got you moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where like the people that haven't really viewed your station and know who Jabari is, they'll be like, oh man, he went out like a clown. But if you really knew who Jabari was and knew who you was, you would immediately say, man, you dead wrong. You did wrong, man.
Jabari went out like a trooper. Jabari looked good in this situation. Man. He's the one that looked like a straight coon, a straight nigga.
Jabari went out with decorum on how he do things, man. He was trying to say, hey, brother, calm down, man. Calm down. So you know, for me, understanding who Wack is a clown. He is nothing more, he ain't even short of any type, man, he's a clown. You know what I'm saying? And everybody that follows behind him is clown. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then Jabari wants the link, sir.
Yeah, I'm sending it now.
So then what it is that you got people like him. He's a setup artist too, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He like to get information.
What I look like? I wouldn't have never let Jabari come out there and get in a situation like that, because that's not what we was about. We not about that gang life and all that stuff. If somebody told me, right, to suck his penis, what you think I'm gonna do? And Jabari ain't do that. But if somebody say that to me, what you think I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna wild out and go crazy. I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm just gonna fall back from you.
No,
ignorant, man. I'm not no ignorant, because I know if the white man tell you that, you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing.
This how I know he is.
If a police officer come by and tell you that, you ain't gonna do a damn thing about it.
This how I know he a friend. You know, because your channel got weight on it. It holds a lot of value for our culture.
Yeah, you know? Let me go before I bring you on, Jabari. Let me get Genesis came in right quick. Genesis, what's up?
Well, I just want to say is that they met the Aries God of War that day. Okay, he was not playing. You know what I'm saying? They met Aries because Aries was in red. Aries had all the red on. I don't even think you know the symbolism of the colors you was wearing that day. It's almost like that red color, honey.
No, I was wearing it because of Who, Jabari? It was Tuesday. I was wearing the colors of what?
Heru. You were wearing Heru colors.
Yeah, I was wearing the colors of Heru.
You know, red is also the color of Shango. Shango, the king warrior. You know, me being a priest of Ifa, you don't even understand the significance of the color you was
know what
wearing.
else, Genesis? I was on the West Coast with red on, baby.
Right, and he had blood. He should have been like, okay, blood, red. He should have been like, okay. But nah, that tells me he came in there with like some ulterior stuff. He probably, well, I'm gonna go ahead and da-da-da-da, and they already had something planned.
Yeah,
and,
but it backfired on him because you're dealing with sa.neter. It's sa.neter.
Right. Exactly. They probably thought they were gonna get like two. Like they think the conscious community is made of lambs. It's like, dude,
Right. There you go. There you go.
Who the people that conscious been in prison before?
Yeah,
they
but
just became been through some stuff. Like, you know.
Yeah. I'm glad Jabari kept his composure like I know he was going to do. You know, he's a goddamn educator.
But
he's
the crazy part,
he's a professor. You don't get props off of that. You look bad doing that.
He said, "F you and your God, F you and your God." What?
Yeah, he threw up a clip on TikTok and on his Instagram, and the people, I don't know if you saw it, Jabari, but they going in on him, bro. They going, and the people know you, Jabari, believe it or not. They know you, and they definitely know me. It was like damn near 500 and something comments on the TikTok joint, and I was reading every one of them, and it was like, damn, here, how did sa.neter and him end up in the same room? It was like, how did Jabari and sa.neter and Wack end up in the same room? That's what I was looking at, and I was just laughing at the comments. But the comments was going our way, Jabari, not Wack way. They was even saying, Wack, that's not gangster. You know who Jabari is? They were saying that. Jabari's an educator. He's a college professor. That's not gangster. So he thinking he going to get big props off of it, where he's the one going to look like a real sucker off of it. Go ahead, talk, Jabari.
And I'm going to say this real quick too, Jabari. Shouts out to your composure. Honey, I don't know if your head is Obatala or something. You got that head, that mindset of just being okay, all right, very, very patient. But Obatala got a warring side too, you know. So people need to like, you know. But I see like that patience that you express, that's a blessing too. I'm glad that sa.neter stepped in like Shango. You know what I'm saying? He was representing Eshu. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his colors on. People don't even understand there's like symbolic stuff going on, colors, the colors people are wearing, and all that type of stuff. So he came up there to disrupt and like make a thing, and there's all that symbolism. So all this stuff, this shake up is good. You know what? It's good because the consciousness community needs a little shake up. It needs a little razzle dazzle. You know what I'm saying? Get people now come and watch the truth. Get to listen to Jabari and hear the truth. Shouts out. Much love, guys. I just want to come here and make that statement.
Peace. I don't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to, if I could say something real quick from a West Coast cultural point of view, because I grew up with people and have family members with people like Wack 100, right? And I think what's important that we see right here is that Wack 100 is using this as a content grab.
Yeah.
And it completely blew me away when I heard that you guys were in the same room. And my question to you would be, did Unc 607 check Wack?
No.
See, so now it feels like a setup.
Right.
Because you guys aren't part of their platform or their world. For them,
and you know what I learned today, Jabari? I learned this today, that Wack 100 is the manager of 607. I didn't know that.
There you go.
What?
I didn't know that, Jabari. Yeah, he's 607 manager. That's what I was told. What
was No Jumper doing there?
Yeah, that's what somebody just said. Yeah, Wack 100 is 607 boss. See, I ain't know.
So that was a setup. Y'all brothers was set up for content.
But it looked like it backfired to me, though.
Yeah.
They trying to get the conscious community to start watching their content.
Yeah.
That's all. They're trying to grab some of the people that's over here to watch that with 607 because he's trying to be, you know what I'm saying, like he's trying to be like Jabari, but he is actually a student of Jabari. And he's trying to grab y'all.
But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not mad at 607. I'm not mad at 607 at all. I got mad love for 607. You know what I'm saying? And that's because everything went all right. At the end of the day, I was good. I understand that it was content at the end of the day. When I seen the piece at the end, I said, oh, okay, I understand. This content. This is content.
They can't necessarily tell you.
I just didn't want it to create any beef to where you guys couldn't come back to LA comfortably and get caught up in these streets.
Right.
That because in California it's a very different culture and it can be dangerous when you guys' intentions are nowhere near that. So
right.
I'm just happy to get caught up in that, you know, and hopefully you won't.
Right.
Yeah. Well, let me say that there's nothing that sa.neter said that I disagree with. Completely. We were on the same page. I think that we were both surprised by how badly Wack 100 responded because it was crazy. And to be honest, I was sitting next to 607 Unc, and he looked surprised as well. Mm-hmm. Right? He also looked surprised. I don't think that this was planned, but I think 607 understood what was happening. Now listen, I'm gonna say two things really quickly. I had 2 water bottles, right? I had a little plastic Poland Spring water bottle, and I had a big glass bottle. You'll notice that I picked up the glass bottle because I would never be an aggressor. I would never be an aggressor. But I will defend myself. And so that's what I did. You'll notice that in the video. And you'll also notice sa.neter has some really good microphones. I did not think you'd be able to hear it. But if you listen carefully, you will hear the conversation I had with 607. I think I said something like, what is going on here? And he whispered to me, you have to understand this is content. He's doing all of this content.
I know it.
That's what he said.
I want to play that again. I got to play that.
I heard he was yelling.
Right?
I saw him whisper in your ear. I heard him say, I heard him mumble. And I did to that blue water bottle you picked up and drank a little bit.
Yeah. He did the same
Probably
thing.
getting all the rest of the water up out of it.
Listen, hold on. He did the same thing to 607 Unc on a no jumper. He went at Unc like that on no jumper. You know?
Bizarre. And I think that part of what was happening is he kept saying, don't get involved in no sex play. I was like, sex play?
Right, like Jabari said. What did you say?
Well, he had said some very foul things to me.
Right.
This is why your wives get bent over by your boys and stuff. He was saying a lot. And I said, brother, you are yelling loud because you must have a small penis. That's what I said.
That's all he said.
That's what I said. He said that was gay. I don't know how in the world he could do that.
Right.
But obviously what he was doing is he was trying to replicate another viral moment. That's why he even used the word sex play.
Mm-hmm.
So some of you are familiar with, oh, brother, what's the name of the content? There's a comedian and a kind of right-wing content provider. He was on this platform and it got a little ugly. And he said, we don't do with that sex play stuff. It's a very specific term.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very clear later that that's what Wack 100 was doing. In the moment, I wasn't sure exactly. No, it wasn't Charleston White. It's sa.neter, what's the brother's name again? There's 2 of them.
Corey Holmes?
Yeah, Corey Holcomb.
And Antoine.
And Antoine Daniels.
Yeah, Antoine Daniels.
Yep,
that's what he was trying to replicate. That's what he was trying to replicate. So, you know, this was about content. And the way that you should know this is as soon as the cameras went off, he wanted to show us his diapers.
Right.
He showed me that he's working on building a plant in the Congo, showed me his phone, gave me his phone. He said, you'll understand this. You travel in Africa. Showed me some. I mean, you would honestly think if I didn't understand it was content at that point, I would have thought the brother was bipolar.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was on the side, and then I walked in the kitchen, And I see Jabari and Wack 100 making love and shit.
But
Jabari, sorry. Making love.
No, don't do that sex talk. That's that sex talk right there.
That sex play. Yeah,
sex talk.
But the problem.
Hold on.
We were talking like brothers. And it wasn't.
Hold on, Jabari.
Yeah.
When I say that, don't tell me how to say what I'm saying. I said they were making love, meaning not sexually. That
I know what you meant, sa.neter.
I'm joking.
I mean, know what you meant.
And that's what I'd say. Everybody know I say that. Oh, now they making love again.
Like, I heard you say it yesterday.
Yeah.
We just jabbing with you.
Yeah. But the thing is, it wasn't just me. And first, it started just me and Wack. But as much as he was attacking sa.neter, he was attacking sa.neter from when we walked in the door. By the way.
Thank you. That nigga started looking at my toes. And one thing I don't do is I don't tell another man to suck my penis, suck my dick, because that's gay to me. I don't want a man mouth on my penis. What does that look like? Telling another man to suck my thing? Like what?
Here's another part of it, sa.neter, for us to understand it is content. Remember when he was going at you, he kept saying to everybody, "Why aren't the cameras on? This is gold."
Yes. That's what he kept saying. When y'all cutting the cameras on?
Yes.
Didn't he realize the camera was already on?
Moments.
Yeah.
But don't you have experience with him through Tazariak, sa.neter?
Yeah. He was on my channel before.
Yeah, so that's why he was.
Hold up. Him and Tazariak went at it too, Jabari. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, you can probably still pull that up. The way he was going hard at Tazariak.
Yes, he was. He was.
This is him trying to actually build content. And as badly as he acted, then his wife got up and said, "You say you're a leader, but you let someone take you off your square. That's your husband. How about you say, even privately, you need to calm down. Don't do that."
Right. But
So,
no, she was saying she was telling Nepal that she wanted him to fight him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his wife was saying, she wanted him to fight him. That's crazy, Jabari.
And how come she got to sit in the center and say stuff in the
No, anybody could sit there.
The pod didn't get to say her piece about it.
But wait, sa.neter, the reason why she came there is because Wack, 607 Unk thought that if she sat there, she would be a calming element.
Right. She would calm everything down.
She was not.
Right.
So that is what happened. I'm pretty sure that 607 asked her to go sit next to her husband because I think he thought, because even if you're going to jump up and make content, it was a prolonged period. It went too long, right? That was crazy. And sa.neter, I would never engage in being an aggressor against a black man, especially on camera.
But the way she behaved, Nepal came in and checked her, said, "Yo, me and you can go at it. That's me and you. You want to debate?" And she was quiet because Wack was the best debater and all of that. And then when he was quiet, I turned it back up. I was like, "Nah, Wack, let's get the debate. Don't forget, you said you want to hold a debate. Let's go."
And then his way of trying to prevent a debate was to say, "Oh, you want a debate? Well, let's do this. Let's put down $250,000."
And when he did that, I said, "See, he don't want no debate. He didn't want that call for the debate because he thought somebody was going to punk out." And then when I said, "Oh, okay, let's have the debate," then he going to say, "How much, Jabari?"
Yeah.
If I may, I just want to jump in. Can you hear me okay? I just want to clarify something. I didn't get in there to check her at all. Peace, Jabari and everybody. Peace, Genesis, everybody on the panel. I actually was trying to stay out of it and asking her from the side, we got to defuse this. And she was like, no, I'm not. It was wrong. I want to. So she jumped her tail up there to be in the center of two men arguing. And then when everything died down, I was like, we just don't want anything physical. I started saying, I'm glad that it got defused. And then she started attacking me because she wanted to try to get at me. And I was like, I'm not going to fight with you over something that these men were doing. And then she just kept on running her soup coolers and her little batting her little doll eyelashes. She's very cute. But then I told her, and I want her to hear this. I said, I don't need to do this petty stuff. I said, debate me. And that's when she silenced herself down. And I told her what I tell Naphtali. I said, you're my daughter. Because she doesn't want to debate. They just, he's pushing her up as a debater. So I got up here to just, in case she watches this, I will debate you. I will debate you with intellect. We don't do physical and cursing out. I will let people see how inferior you are to us over here as far as intellect goes. So I just want to point that out. I'm not ready to fight the sister. She's a beautiful lady. I want her to do well, but I want to point out that I didn't get up there to get at her. She actually started coming at me first.
That's correct.
I want to make
That's
sure
correct.
that, yes, thank you. Go
That's
ahead,
correct.
Barry.
But this whole, but all of this saying is just, because I heard Jabari say it, and then I say it, and that kind of like, I hear that too often, and we laugh afterward. They said it was just content.
Right.
That's Jim Crow. That's the equivalent of Jim Crow. To say it's, whenever they say we just doing content, just say we cooning. We cooning right now.
There you go.
Because who? That's why No Jumper was there, Genesis. Because they were playing Jim Crow. That's what he's doing. That's not cool. We don't do that.
No Jumper was
we don't salute that.
Yes, he was. He was sitting in the middle of y'all.
That wasn't
the
No
white
Jumper.
dude. No, that was him. That was the owner of No Jumper sitting in between.
No, it was not.
That wasn't him.
The white dude.
No,
I don't think that was him. He do look just like him though. That wasn't
him. I got his number. That wasn't him.
No, that's not him. We filmed with him earlier. I'm trying to remember his name. We filmed with him earlier. He's not from No Jumper. No.
But that's called. But the gist of what I'm saying is that the whole we just go put on content for the camera. Why ain't the camera on? But when it's off, I'm gonna shake your hand.
Right.
Little do you know, Brother Jabari was 2 seconds away for feeling like he might have needed to crack you across your skull because you kept lunging, you kept grabbing your chair, acting like you was gonna lunge at this man.
Hey, yo,
That's craziness.
Check this out. When he jumped up and act like he was gonna move towards Jabari, I jumped up not to go at him, but to block it. And the nigga thought that I was coming at him. He said, sa.neter, I'm telling you, don't walk up on me. I'm like, look at this nigga. Like, look at you, man.
Playing Jim Crow.
But you guys can clearly see that this was a setup, right? You guys can clearly see that you guys were set up. I know, Brother Jabari, that Unc seems surprised, but when he told you it was for content, he knew that Wack was coming over there to do all of that.
Yeah, he did. He did know it.
So you guys were set up. He may not like it, but he knew it. He was privy to what Wack intentions was.
Let me tell you why I could agree with you, because I just don't want to come out and say Unc set us up. No, and he could have. He probably did.
No, he did not set us up. He did not set us up. Let me stop this right now.
Hold on. Let me finish.
I'm gonna leave because 607.
All right, I got you. Let me just say this. None of us knew that Wack was coming over until 3 hours later when we was already out there. You see what I'm saying? So he could have been said that. We went over there to be on the show with 607.
Thank you.
Sorry, me, to be on 607 show. It ain't ended up like that. You know how you see his show with him and Tazariak going one-on-one and they right there going at it? That's the way it was supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to be a round table and none of that supposed to happen.
Right.
I can say this. I don't think that Unc set you up. What I think is a similar thing that is if Charleston White were to come there and sit down, Charleston White's going to put on a show. Same thing with Wack 100. So it doesn't matter. It's certain people like that put on shows when they get up online. No matter, they're going to come because they're going to want to be clip farmed. It's a thing called clip farm. And what they'll do is they'll purposely, even though you might not even know it, they'll say certain and act crazy because they know it'll be clipped up and whatever to get them more.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all right to go ahead and put on a show for content, but don't go to the level where you want to curse your brother out and try to punk him on camera. That's just Wack right there.
That's part of the shock value of the content, though, right? And it's like lying in omission, right? What Unc did, I don't think he did it purposely, but it's like lying on mission. You knew he was coming over there. You know what Wack 100 is about. So you may not have said, "Oh, we're gonna do this we planned this, but you knew that Wack was coming over there. You knew what Wack was about, and you didn't tell Jabari or sa.neter none of that.
Right.
So that's the sad part.
I've done shows with 607 and it's very unpredictable. So I just know how he is unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Fire alarms beeping in the background, all that. So you don't know what's about to happen.
I think it's fair to say that 607 might have had an understanding that could happen, right? I'm just saying that I don't believe that the entire thing was scripted. That's what I'm saying, right?
I agree.
And I looked at 607 a lot, and he was surprised when he flipped out. He tried to calm him down a little bit. In fact, he stood up and stood in between. But when Wack 100 kept going, I think that 607 was a little confused because it was too long. Okay, you want your moment, you got your moment, right? And that's when he leaned over and said to me, "You have to understand that this is content," right? That's what he said.
Right after you grabbed that bottle, it was drinking out of it. And emptied that. If you emptied that bottle quick, you got that whole water bottle down.
Yes, I did.
Okay, what am I about
Yes, I did. I was preparing for if I had to defend myself. I would never, once again, I would never be an aggressor. But if I have to defend myself, you'd be very surprised what happens. So, that's the deal. That's the
all
deal.
right, let me get, hold on, let me bring in Brother La. Brother La, what's up, man? I know you got some powerful wisdom to drop. Go ahead, brother.
Somebody's playing something in the background. So
I'm hearing like a TV.
As always, peace and blessings to y'all all, man, and y'all families, man. I mean, I really feel sad, not just for Jabari, as well as yourself, sa.neter, man, that our people, whether it be a man or a woman, have to go to this extent to sacrifice your integrity, your values, your ethics, and everything for content on the internet. This is crazy, man. It's beyond sad, man. And for me, looking at the video and actually seeing a couple of younger brothers there that was also flagged up as well, that could have went left real quick. And the Wiz, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching the video, and the Wiz is like, look at Jabari. I told you, I know Jabari. Jabari's the quiet one in the room. He don't bother nobody. He don't say nothing, but he got that bottle. If something pop off, Jabari gonna crack somebody.
Yeah.
But that's never here there. I'm like, for content, for likes and giggles, y'all do this for the internet and put on not just a facade or even an illusion that y'all really, really want to wild out on the internet and go to harming each other over content. Because why? One person might feel because he's on another coast. It ain't about no blood. It ain't about no crip. It ain't about none of that. It's about when.
Right. You went out.
You broke up, Brother La.
You went out, La. You went out. Yeah, but see, when I got there, I didn't do it for no content at that point. I didn't do it for none of that. I was just looking like, whoa, this nigga is trying to come at us. He's trying to come at us, man. And we didn't come there for that. That's not what that was not our intentions, bro.
Right. It was kind of ugly, Sa. It was ugly. But the reality is that the area of the internet he operates in is very different from the area that we do, right?
Right.
But he recognized that the person that is extremely well known is sa.neter. Notice he was jumping at me, but he didn't spell it right. I'm not surprised by that, by the way. But the screenshot the thumbnail that he used has your name on it because he recognized if I go with sa.neter, this actually could go viral. That's what he was doing. So, I mean, that's the deal. I mean, you're saying he doesn't remember my name. We exchanged numbers.
Hey, yo, look at this comment real quick. sa.neter, call your cousin 10 toes down for Wack. 10 has already put him in check. Remember, didn't I tell you that?
I was just about to say that, sa.neter.
No, I already
I can remember at one time that 10 toned down, they had a little confrontation. What I basically
He didn't have that energy.
that energy wasn't there.
Yeah, my cousin called him out, man. He said, yo, let's me and you get in the ring. Let's me and you get in the ring. So Wack ain't want that smoke. I said that when I was out there.
You said it in the cab. You said it in the cab. I mean, that's how soon you said it.
You know what? I was tempted to tell Wack, right? I was gonna say, Wack, don't you know 10 toes down? And he would say, yeah, I know him. I didn't want to even tell him that was my cousin. I said, I ain't gonna even.
Yes, how do you know that he didn't already have that information?
No,
a lot of times, brothers, a lot of times, listen to what I'm saying to you, sa.neter. A lot of times, because one person may not have the strength or the aptitude to engage in a confrontation, whether it be physical or verbally, he might not have the fortitude or the courage to go at one person. So what he does, he goes at somebody else.
Right.
Yeah. Or if you would have told him,
that can happen.
But it could have come to if you told him too, right? That's his people. Let me not go after hard. So it depends.
But there's nothing gangster, there's nothing tough about going there. If you a gangbanger or you into a thug life, or however you want to define it as, there's a difference between civilians and somebody that's active. Jabari
that's
is
why
a
he's not a
professor.
street gangbanger. He a YouTube
Yeah,
he's not a street.
What do you gain from that? There is no kudos to gain from that. You don't get no points for that. You can't even have a conversation in the barbershop amongst other men talking about, yeah, I went to so-and-so and I beat up a professor.
Right, and that's what I was saying. I said, yo, man, you don't get props for that. If you a real gangster, you wouldn't have even been bragging about that type of stuff, brother.
He wouldn't even win at Jabari, period. He wouldn't even win at Jabari.
It's sad, man. It's sad all across the board.
Yo, let me get my man, Mr. Truth Teller. What up, Truth?
What's up, Si? Si, it ain't nothing worse than an overly emotional man. That's the worst thing you can put on the earth.
Right.
No emotional intelligence. And then they hide behind this artificial father figure, which is the ego. You know, because behind that ego, that artificial father figure is a little scared child. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's why he's doing all that yelling and all that, because he's really scared.
Oh my God.
But he's using his father figure.
Hold on.
He's using that father figure, that ego, as a friend. Because trust me, that
when
ego
video drop, you're gonna see how he's talking. And then when Jabari try to talk, he don't let Jabari talk. It's all the way through. It's going all the way through. But Jabari is sitting quiet when he talk. He never interrupted.
Yeah.
The minute Jabari start talking and he start feeling the pressure, that nigga couldn't shut up. He couldn't let Jabari talk. Jabari, and I understand, his woman is there, Jabari, and you killing him in front of his woman.
Yeah.
You throwing her that.
Yeah, you were hurt.
He was inaccurate 90% of the time. 90.
But you know though, hey, son, you know, like when a person can't compute with you intellectually, they revert to that type of impulse. You know, you bring it out of them, that animalistic characteristics comes up out of them, because they. You see what I'm saying? Somebody like Jabari, the brain power he got. Somebody like Wack 100 can't compute with him intellectually. So of course he's going to be emotionally unstable and mentally unstable, because he can't reach that level of intelligence. And then his woman in front of him, come on now, his ego finna come all out like a raging lion.
That's real, man. That's real, man. It's sad. It's sad across the board, man. Like, if you can't engage in an intellectual conversation amongst men, granted, one man may have more information than the other, but you subdue yourself to slandering somebody and then go to the childish games like we used to play in high school and junior high school, talking about a person's clothes and this and that. That's corny, man. That's chump behavior, man.
Yeah. And brother lie, no. Real motherfuckers, man, that's about that life. They don't talk.
There is no talking. There is no talking.
Especially on YouTube. Like if for example, if a brother like La, I could say this. If a brother like La was to get into any real beef, you ain't gonna see him on no internet. Trust me, he's not gonna be on the internet. He ain't gonna talk about it on the internet. He ain't doing none of that. He's just gonna wait until the opportunity presents itself.
And for the record, I'm a square from Delaware. I love the sidewalk.
Right.
No more.
Real talk.
Look, let me say this right quick. I ain't gonna be long.
Civilian now.
Yeah, go ahead.
But to me, like, if that's what you call gangster, then the definition of gangster would be an idiotic demon. If that's what you call gangster, what he was portraying, it was pure idiotic. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing high vibrational about it. This word gangster, they need to redefine the word gangster, because that what I saw, that was straight idiotic and demonic.
Right.
Yes, it was
extremely low vibrational, because somebody couldn't reach the intellectual level of another person.
But you know, anybody asked this yet? And I really do want. What was the conversation y'all was having that got that heated? Why I ain't heard that yet. Yeah, I ain't let us know what was happening.
What happened was the situation was it supposed to be everybody was presented red flags, and the seat in the middle where the girl was sitting, like once somebody raised their flag, she got to get up and the next person sit there. It was like the hot seat. The next person sit, the one that raised the flag, he want to get it in. He want to get the smoke. Okay. So he gets in that seat and go at it. But we never really got to get that far because of what Wack was doing. Because Wack messed up the whole show with the arguing. And the white boy ended up leaving. The white boy said, we out of here. It's some nigga mess.
But what is Wack saying? What is Wack's premise? Like what was Wack's initial issue? What is Wack's Wack's issue?
All right, the one that had on the vest, he was the moderator. He was the one that was asking the question. So I think the last question he asked Jabari was about relationships, right? So he asked the question about relationships. And so the people started going in about the relationship. Next thing you know, it gets into Donald Trump, and he was bragging about how much he loved Donald Trump and Donald Trump this. And so Jabari was correcting him, saying, did you know that Donald Trump was trying to take this away from you?
He started being a coon.
He started going crazy, arguing, talking to Jabari, and wouldn't let him talk. And it got heated from there.
He got to argue with Jabari because Jabari's being anti-coon. And he was putting on the Jim Crow Act, talking about how much he loved Trump and all. What?
Yep.
And he went that hard off of that?
Yes.
Come on, bro. That's Jim Crow, bro. Y'all gotta understand that's an industry plant, bro. Something ain't right, bro.
No, Jabari was putting up facts.
Yeah. I part of the thing that upset him is I was saying, what do you think Donald Trump is trying to get rid of birthright citizenship? And he said it had nothing to do with us. I said, did you read the court filing? And he said, it had nothing to do with us. I said, I'm asking you a question. Did you read the court filing?
He never answered the question.
No, he could not. I know he didn't read it, but that's when he started insulting me. You know, your homeboys have their way with your women and, you know, you're gay and blah, blah, blah. That's what he was doing. And I said, you're yelling because...
And then when Jabari said what he said, he couldn't take it.
Yeah. I said, you're yelling and you sound like you're a man that's compensating for a small penis. That's what I said.
That's all he said.
And listen, I gotta know. That's
no, we talking about that sexual talk, that sex talk.
Yeah, and he was like, what? I'm not into that gay stuff. I was like, gay? How was that gay?
Right.
But he was once again.
Right. He turned that into something totally different from what you said.
What was in his head? I guarantee you, what was in his head was Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb. I guarantee.
No, what was in his head was he actually was online with his penis out, and they said he had a small penis, and you just hit a nerve.
Oh damn!
He got some nudes online, and that we all seen, and he knew that people were saying.
My question is if you guys have another conversation with Unc and is invited somewhere, will there be any more surprise pop-ups? Because I'm gonna tell you, culturally, where I'm from in California, in that culture, you can get popped up on.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
But
And
no,
not even be aware of it.
Let me answer you. No, and it's a shame because 607 allowed him to mess it up. I wouldn't go back out there because now that I found out that he's your manager, he could pop up anytime.
Facts.
He could pop up anytime with some of his homeboys and let them, because he ain't gonna do shit. He gonna send his goofies, the ignorant niggas. Yo, go get that nigga sa.neter. Go hit him there. You know, so I wouldn't put myself in that situation again.
Man, I've seen people get set up like that, sa.neter out here though.
Yeah.
For real. I've seen people thought they was going into a cool situation and then there were a whole bunch of people there to jump on them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to play with. That's all I'm trying to say.
My question is, how do we go about in 2026 gathering elders speaking about these situations so these men could be held up to a certain standard? Community-wise, not just at the HOK, but even amongst his community as well. Where do we gather people of respect, elder-wise, like, hey, man, this is the situation, this is what happened, and this dude is 50 years old, and he's supposed to be representing a large sector of Bloods or whatever, and this could potentially lead to more and more just destruction of Black people as a whole. If this type of behavior is the example, what do we do? How do we go about that?
Just stay out those circles, man. You got to stay out those circles. That's all you got to do.
And that's my sentiment exactly, Assault. People from the conscious community that are searching for knowledge and information have no place on those platforms at all, or even engaging in conversations in any capacity, form, or fashion. We don't have the same likes. We don't have the same aspirations, et cetera, et cetera. So why am I going to sit down and engage in a conversation with you?
Yeah. But I don't believe that. That's not true. That's not true. I believe that Jabari Osaze and sa.neter should be able to go on 607 Onk's channel and be able to put out the information to that audience as well, and not feel like there's going to be another Black man. No, and not feel like there's going to be another Black man there to try to harm them in their quest to just put out some info. No, bro. I don't agree with that statement.
That 607 got a very young audience, and that's the audience you want to get to. The problem is when an old ass nigga like a Wack 100 get up there and F up the whole dang on situation where he was actually ministering to people that probably need to get the information, but he want to insert himself and make it into a kick moment like he's on an IRL stream. That's the issue. So people need to get the difference between IRL and a real, because you can't go into Jubilee and do that. So 607 Nunk just need to get his tight thing situation more tighter to where, listen, if we're gonna do a Jubilee situation, it can't be on a Jubilee the nigga channel thing. It gotta be Jubilee on some real ish, with some real security, some real stuff. People gotta have some real, decorum about themselves. Jubilee do this all the time, and people just know how to handle themselves. So we can't be like, oh, we gotta not do it. It's just a matter of people just actually talking to this brother. He got the audience, the young guys, the people that you want to get to. He got the audience, so you can't just say we need to be staying over here like we scared. No, we just have to conversate with a person like 607 and say we need that. We need the young men, and this is how we got to do it. That's what I believe.
But if you guys want to go into a gang culture,
hold on. Let me bring on Morpheus. I forgot. Damn, Morpheus right there. What up, Morpheus? Unmute yourself, Morpheus. Unmute yourself, Morpheus. Yeah.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
We can hear you now.
Peace, everybody. Peace to everybody. Peace to everybody. First of all, let me say this real quick. I'm sorry, and that y'all had to be subject to that. That y'all went all the way over there,
right?
And had to be subject to that. So I'm really sorry that y'all had to go through that. Y'all went over there with a particular intention, right? Wack came over there with a whole different intention, right? Now, his intentions of content, that's going to backfire on him.
he's not going to get what he think he's going to get.
Right.
Right. That's not going to happen. It's going to really backfire on him. Now, we live in a day and time where apparently content is the new currency.
Yeah,
right?
man.
I get that.
That's real
right?
talk right there, brother.
That's
Right.
real, man. That's real
Yeah,
talk,
that's-
man.
Yeah, that's
It's
real,
sad,
that's the
but real.
currency today.
And it comes in a
But
way
the
where they
question
don't care if they disrespect their mama or anybody to get it.
Right. So the question is that we always have to ask ourselves, what are we willing to sacrifice for that content?
Yeah.
What are we willing to give up for that content? Right? You know what I mean? Because we understand content. We understand content. This is how we do. We got shows, we got platforms, we got channels, and most people have good intentions in their content, like over here, right? But at what point are you willing to sell out? And I noticed this is true because I watched a video with Wack 100 and Charleston together. Now they had been going at it for a whole year, right? But they finally did a show together. And you know what they did?
What?
They laughed. They sat together and was laughing and saying, yo, you know, I did that for that content. Yeah, I did that for that content too. That was cool that you helped me with that. And I did so. And I sat back and I watched these two. So for the whole year, everybody thought these guys was going at each other's throat.
Yeah, they were enemies. They thought they were enemies.
They were enemies, but they sat there and laughed at the numbers because they admitted, man, we do this for content, yo. So, but the question is, like I keep saying, at what sacrifice are you willing to do that, right? And sell out and give up? It's because it's a sacrifice, right? Because if you telling me when the cameras went off, everything was love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything was love. My man, we cool, we peoples and so forth. So we got to pay attention, right, to these YouTube streets and all these other, you know what I mean, social media streets, because this is what's going on.
For real. Yeah. Well put.
That's crazy.
Well put.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a call. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man. But again, I'm sorry that y'all had to go through that, bro.
Yeah, it's all right.
The funny thing
But
is,
I wanted to address the gang culture aspect of this, because I think there's two things: the content, looking for content, like you said, is currency, but the gang culture aspect of this, because that's his audience. So, like Ashe says, how can somebody in a conscious, intelligent mind go into these communities? It's how you come into these communities, right? You have to come in there, and they have to know that you're coming in. These pop-ups, that's what's dangerous. What happened to you guys, that's what I'm trying to stress it. What happened to you guys is a dangerous thing. It's a pop-up. Pop-ups is not what you want. If you're a conscious person and you want to be put in that circle, you have to be put in that circle in a certain way. But in the way that it was done to you, it was very dangerous. And like I said, in the future, you do any content with him, you make sure you outline no pop-ups or where you guys are going to go.
I listen. I want to say,
I have a question.
I plan to continue to work with Brother 607 Unk. I think that he is trying to shift his content, right? If you've noticed. Now, I was not familiar with him. When sa.neter said we would talk with him, I started checking on him, started asking people. None of the people around my age knew who he was. Everyone below 35 knew who he was. Everyone. My nephew, I was just leaving Queens, getting my suitcase, as mundane as anything. Piecing out with my nephew, who's like my son. He said, "You going to LV? What you doing?" I said, "I'm supposed to be going to film with 607 Unk." He said, "What? You and 607 Unk?" I said, "You know him?" He said, "You don't understand. All of my friends know him." So I want to be clear that if we are going to continue to try to bring knowledge, information to our community, we have to engage with people on who are really relevant with the younger audience. Now, having said that, it's clear. I honestly believe that 607 may not have understood that Wack was going to do that, because if you look at the entire beginning, you haven't seen it yet, but if you look at the entire beginning of this filming, Wack, while he was being loud and boisterous, he was trying to engage with the information. He was giving opinions. Was he loud? Yes. Was he almost unable to deal with decorum? Yes. But he was trying to give opinions. And some of what he said made good sense. But the reality is, you have to understand that you can't take a fish out of water, right? They're going to drown. So if he's trying to operate in an intellectual manner and he's challenged on it, after a while, he is going to revert to what he's familiar with. And that's what happened. And that's why I think that 607 Unc, someone who's making a pivot himself right now, was surprised by what happened. I do not believe this was an intentional setup. I don't. Do I think that when it happened, 607 was surprised? Yes. Do I think that he was entirely surprised and flabbergasted? No. I don't think he realized it was going to go in that direction. But when it did, I think he recognized, well, yeah, this is something that this guy could do. For him to actually say to me, you have to understand this is content, he was trying to explain to me, and he said, just be cool, is what he said after that. Because he knows that's not how I get down. 607 Unc has been watching sa.neter for a long time. He knows that's not what we do. So there were two audiences, two approaches that clashed at that moment. And I'm going to say to you, it's a really good thing it didn't get worse. Because it's possible, what if, for example, Wack 100 tried to take a swing? Now, look, I'm a priest, I'm a professor, but I don't just intentionally get beat up, right? You know what I mean? I'm not going to just be like, I'm getting beat up for my people. I would have hit him first. That would have escalated everything.
Right.
If he came too close, I would have struck him with a bottle. And that could have gone very, very bad. Imagine what would have happened if it went that way. So that's one of the reasons why I think 607 Unc was trying to key me into what was happening, because it could have gotten really bad. That's the reason why this reality stuff, this reality type TV stuff, it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. You've seen reality stars go to jail. Do you think that when they started with the content, they thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna end up in an orange jumpsuit? No, they thought, I'm gonna go viral. I'm gonna have a life being on reality shows. This is similar thinking. So unfortunately, that's what happened. I think I'm frozen.
They said Brother Reggie set up to hit Jabari.
Hey, listen, I have a question. So this is how you know. Here's my question: Did Wack come with people, or was he by himself?
He was there with his wife. That's it. It was just him and his wife.
That's how you know it wasn't no real setup. Because if he was just trying to set you up like that, he would have been there, had his people behind him, and all this stuff. And
this was an internet thing. This was content is what it was.
So now that we've clarified it, he didn't come up there with the Bloods. He didn't come up there with people with punching a fist. You know what I'm saying? In the background, if you say the wrong thing, we gonna jump on you. It wasn't nothing like that. He came there with his wife. And then he just got up there and performed in front of the cameras. And then when the cameras were over with, y'all had a conversation there.
And let's be
opening
clear,
up a school or doing something in and stuff like that.
Let's be really clear.
But Jabari, how could you even trust them again after this, though?
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, though. There's a lack of control that 607 has with Wack 100. And if you follow Wack 100, his audience is gang culture. He may have not done it this time, but if you guys are ever in that position again, he may do it. It's not a trustworthy position.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you even trust them again after something like that?
Listen, you can't trust 607 or you can't trust Wack. Listen,
well, you can break
any.
I'm talking about
no, that's not true. You can't listen. You can't listen. Anybody can be sitting in front of each other and get into it. So Wack is a man just like Jabari is, just like Sa is. He came there with his wife. He didn't come up there with a bunch of people ready to jump on. Sa and Jabari. What happened is he came there with his wife, and then he performed in front of the camera. So so it's a thing where, you know, and then he used an opportunity to get on Clubhouse and talk his mess to promote the video. Right. Like y'all gotta see what it is. See, if you're not used to this type of thing and like the whole clip farming and thing, there's a thing called clip farming. They like do this stuff, they try to get clips and stuff. So they will incite a thing to get clips. So that's all it really boils down to. But if you don't know about it, the thing is that they probably should have told you, listen, you know what I'm saying? But they wanted probably your authentic reaction,
right?
By not telling you. That's the one part that they probably did. Not were you in danger really? I mean, hey, I think that Sa is not gonna let Wack just beat you down or whatever. It's just one dude against y'all two, and then I don't think everybody was gonna jump in. They probably be ready.
I think Genesis is right on point with that. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the reality is the big fish was sa.neter. He wanted sa.neter from the beginning. He just happened to attack me, right? He wanted sa.neter because he recognizes that more people are aware he's the OG on YouTube. So from the time we sat down, first we greeted each other. As soon as he sat down, he was attacking sa.neter. I was actually surprised that he continued to do it when the cameras actually came on. In hindsight, I should not have been. The target was sa.neter. And sa.neter.
That's why you can look at his flyer.
Yep.
Wack 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, he didn't even know how to spell sa.neter. Damn.
Wack 100 violated. Look. Wack 100 violated sa.neter.
Yeah. Blame 607. I'm not saying 607 purposely.
Hold up, brother. On 607 Up Show.
Yep.
Straight violate and disrespect him and his guests. He ain't violate and disrespect me. I don't know why he think he did that. I don't know why.
Crazy.
He don't think he did that. He just know it's going to probably trying to get your audience.
He's trying to get clicks.
Watch him. Now he got to get clicks. That's all this is.
He's trying to get clicks.
It's called clip farming. They're gonna clip that whole thing up. It's gonna be on TikTok everywhere in the world, and
it's already on TikTok, and it got over 500 comments, and the comments was going my way and Jabari way.
Yeah.
And you're gonna probably hopefully you get some views out of it. That's all it really boiled down.
They was saying 607. I mean, they was saying Wack up. They was like, man, that's not gangster. So a lot of people do know Jabari. They was saying, man, what do you expect Jabari to do? He's a professor. He's a college professor.
Wow.
He's
I gotta look at these.
They said he's a civilian. They were saying me and Jabari are civilians.
Yeah.
We're not gangsters. Go ahead, brother La.
I just wanted to say something to Asar, and he said something in regards to coming out to California. So Asar, are you saying in a sense that from brothers or sisters from the conscious community, while coming to engage in just information, that they should possibly just check in?
Huh? I didn't know he said that.
When you say check in, you mean check in with the folks that's in the hood?
Because I'm not able to speak all the way. I've been interrupted. People are missing what I'm saying. I'm saying this. I agree with everything that you guys said. I don't think he came there intentionally to harm Jabari or something.
You're kind of far from the mic. We're having a little trouble hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What I'm saying is I agree with everything that you guys are saying. It was a content driven thing. Right. It wasn't meant to try to jump anybody. But what I'm trying to explain to you guys is this, that his content and his audience is gang culture. Right. And from everything that you guys told me about Unc 607, I don't think that he intentionally tried to set you up. But what I'm saying is his lack of control of Wack 100 makes it dangerous for you guys in that situation if something was to pop up, right? And I've been in the West Coast. I'm not saying that you as a conscious person has to check in, but you can't just go into communities, even if you're a conscious person, and think just because you're conscious, people are going to receive you in that way, especially in gang culture communities, right? Because not everybody is on the same energy or thought pattern that you are. So yeah, Wack 100 didn't do that right then. And I'm glad it didn't go down. All I'm saying is in the future, you have to control that environment because Unc 607 does not have control of Wack 100.
That's
right. And so what I'm saying is, where I'm from, I saw where I had homies go to a place and thought they were protected, but the big homie or whatever had more control over the little homies. Right. And they did what they wanted to do, and there was nothing to be stopped about it. So all I'm saying is, if you're going to put yourself in a circle, know the rules of the game. That's all I'm saying.
But this happened in Las Vegas, not Los Angeles. So
hold on.
You know how prevalent LA games are in Las Vegas?
Yo, hold on. What y'all fail to realize is y'all making it a borough thing or a hood thing or where we're at. This can happen all over. Everybody,
I'm not at all.
Not you, brother La, but this can happen in the Bronx. It could happen in Brooklyn. It could happen all over New York, Jersey. Come on, man. LA is not the only one that gets it in and do stupid shit like that. This can happen anywhere. Anywhere.
Honey, y'all forget when the dang on Hebrew Israelites was fighting the Moors at sa.neter dang on thing supposed to be about consciousness. About to fight each. Remember that whole thing? Who was it?
It was Tommy Sotomayor.
Was that Tommy Sotomayor? No.
Yeah, it was Tommy Sotomayor and some gangsters that came down from up there trying to get that Tommy Sotomayor.
Right. So this happened in New York.
Like, they came to get Polite, but Polite ain't show up because he got the call.
If I could say
no, I think there was the Moors. It was the Moors with Sharif El Bey, and then he was going against somebody, and then they had to remember that whole thing with them, and then they had the whole.
But we do need to know this though. Okay, I appreciate what Asfar's saying, Asfar 7, but 607 Ankh and Wack 100 are businessmen just like everybody else. We are looking at it very deeply. I was there. It was very scary. But at the end of the day, it is a business move. And Jabari had a great thing to say about how 607 is sincere. I know that too. Genesis also knows that because she introduced me to 607 last year. He is really very serious about broadening his horizons and reaching people with his consciousness and being taken seriously about his spiritual side, his intellect, and just the way he does tap in. So, the two cultures coming together, subcultures, I should say, because we're all Black. The two subcultures coming together is important, and nobody's going to control Wack 100. That's his world. He's the king of that world. No, that's like somebody saying somebody better control sa.neter, who's a king of consciousness, and nobody's going to control Wack 100. In fact, Wack 100 managing 607 Ankh is the one who is the manager. It's not like somebody is bowing down or needing to be put on a leash. It was a scary situation. We got a taste of what goes on in their world. But to be honest, at the end of the day, it is content, and it is going to go viral, and it is going to get, people to say, hey, I want to check out more. People who don't know, the younger people who don't know about Jabari.
I don't care if it's content. It's the wrong content, and it's wrong.
No, I'm saying about Jabari.
I'm saying in the expense of sa.neter in Jabari, because just because it's content, it could have really happened. It could have really, something could have really went down because it's content. What if Jabari say something else that he probably don't like because he's interested?
You know what's funny? Whenever I'm talking, I get told that I'm so disrespectful, but whenever I'm talking, you find a way to cut me off.
I
agree.
Not just you.
I agree with you. Don't do that, please, because I already said that. I was there. It was in fact, I wasn't the one jumping in anybody's face. You were. I didn't want it to go there.
Right. And
so let me get back to where we are. Let me get back to where we are right now. Like I said, we got through it. Nobody, because what's going on right now is like, did we get set up? We're building bridges. Okay.
Man, ain't nobody building no goddamn bridges, man. The niggas was wrong. The nigga was wrong.
No, I didn't say they weren't wrong, honey. I didn't say they weren't wrong. I didn't say anything like that. I'm kind of elaborating on what Jabari said. We're still working with 607 Ankh. He's a sincere brother.
The only way I'm working with 607 Ankh if he come here. I'm not going out there.
Fine, that sounds great. Hey, I didn't tell you. I agree. Listen, I agree with the. Listen, I agree with you, but what we're not going to do is make it like he's some nefarious villain who was rubbing his hands in the background. This man started shedding tears when he was sitting with Jabari.
Totally different. Listen, hold on.
Why are you arguing with me? I'm not against you.
Weak shit, man.
But I'm on your side. Why are you upset? I'm on your side.
Because, man, for me to go back out there knowing that
I didn't tell you to go back out there.
I didn't say you told me. For me to go back out there knowing that Wack 100 is his manager, ain't shit gonna go well with that. Ain't nothing gonna go well with that. Wack don't want no consciousness. He want gang business. He wants shit to be like, just
but 607 does want consciousness. 607 does want consciousness.
If you do, you gotta get rid of Wack 100.
Wow. Well, that's not my sentiment. And I'll still work with him still, just like Jabari. I love the brother. He's a great brother.
He's really his manager? Are we sure? Have we confirmed that?
So anyway, like I said, he's a great brother. He's very serious, but he respects the House of Consciousness. And that's the way it went. That it went down like that, and we're moving forward. But nobody was setting anybody up. Nobody was trying to, punk sa.neter. People have respect for sa.neter. Even Wack 100 has respect for sa.neter, to be honest. Because if you saw when the cameras went off, when the cameras went off,
no, he don't. He don't have respect for me.
Oh, you said he did. Which one is it? You said he shook your hand and everything.
So
he didn't shake your.
He shook my hand. He don't have respect for me.
Oh, okay. That night you said he was talking to you and saying goodbye and everything.
Nepal. I don't want to talk to you about this. I don't want to argue.
I wasn't talking to you.
All right, so I don't want to argue with you, man. I don't want to do this with you on here.
But hold on, if he disrespected you, Nepal, and other wives that he had, that he is disrespecting sa.neter. So if he said anything about you and his wives and then bring that up, that is disrespect. So yes, he did disrespect sa.neter, and yes, he did talk about his outfit and all this other stuff, trying to antagonize him. But the thing is that that's a conversation that should have been had prior to.
And he said, I'm dying soon. He said, I'm dying. He said that.
What?
Okay, I don't remember that. I don't remember all that. But I'm saying he didn't disrespect me. I don't remember. I didn't hear it. So okay.
Well, they were probably having like male conversation between each other that he probably didn't say.
Yeah, I was going to the bathroom. I was doing my own thing. I wasn't paying attention to what they were saying.
That's why you dying. That's why you have.
I didn't hear him say that. No, I didn't hear him say that to you.
Respect on the camera weighs more than respect off.
I really made sure that I wasn't a part of it. I wasn't really involving myself in their conversation. But believe it or not, when I'm in real life, I don't jump in men's conversations. I mind my business as a woman. You could get knocked out. Because you could get knocked out trying to sit up in front of men while they're trying to swing on each other and talk to each other. So I don't even remember everything that was said. I was there to do a show, and
all right. Hey, I gotta go, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I gotta be out, man. I gotta be out. And, I'm waiting on the video to drop so I can really drop my video and then give commentary as I play it where y'all can see it.
Right, but I do want to say this is I don't think that 607 probably knew that Wack was gonna go that far with all that stuff.
I agree.
Don't think that. But Wack is an asshole. You know what I'm saying? But he tried to get Clip Farm, and there's this whole thing that they do to get content.
The only one out of that whole thing that showed me respect and love is 607. So that's why I'm saying I'm not gonna say he set me up, but 607 showed me mad love. He showed us love.
That's my point.
Yeah, I don't think he set you up. I don't think he said.
I wasn't speaking for Wack 100.
Hold on.
I was speaking about 607.
And I'm going to finish saying, whenever we had to get in the cab, whenever I had to go get something to eat, all I did was give him the bill, and he would pay for it. And I don't know if Jabari got compensated yet, but I'm hoping he did. And that's
not yet, but probably.
And wait, one quick thing I want to say too, sa.neter. The fact that the dude he kept holding you back. It seemed to me like that guy knew how Wack 100 is and knew that maybe you weren't aware of it. So to make sure that you probably, because he know he acting, he know that you don't know he acting. So he jumping in front of you because he's like, well,
he didn't know. Ro didn't know 607. He didn't know Wack 100 that well. He was just a friend of 607. So y'all are analyzing.
No, actually, I was trying to like actually make it. That would have made more sense that he's stopping Sa. That Wack, that he know Wack is gonna act like this way and stopping Sa from.
And Sa, you